Jadon Sancho is set to return to Manchester United. Wow, that is a big surprise for everybody. Now we also look at Bruno Fernandes staying at Manchester United. He is not going anywhere. And finally, we will look at Chelsea being interested in AC Milan's goalkeeper, that is Maignan. This is the sports vibe. You are watching the sports vibe. Do you know what you have to do? You just have to click, just press the subscribe button, like, share, and follow us on all social media platforms. My name is Wizzy. So Jadon Sancho is set to return to Manchester United. That is his club. He has a contract with Manchester United because Chelsea were unable to meet his contractual conditions, and that is why he has to go back to Manchester United at the end of June. That is June 30th. Jadon Sancho spent 10 good months at Chelsea because he arrived in August 31st, 2024. In the loan contract, he is expected to stay until June 30th with an obligation to buy on a permanent basis. Chelsea were supposed to buy Jadon Sancho on permanent basis. That is 20 to 25 million pounds. And the condition is that if Chelsea is able to do well in the Premier League, and if assuming they fall 14th, 13th, or even first on the Premier League table, Chelsea were going to buy Jadon Sancho on a permanent deal. Unfortunately, it didn't happen because Jadon Sancho's salary or wages at Manchester United is close to 350,000 per week. And Chelsea are not willing to pay that kind of huge amount of money every week to Jadon Sancho, which is why he is set to return to Manchester United. Don't forget, he has a contract with Manchester United until June 2026. So, obviously, he had to go. But don't forget that Jadon Sancho is not going free. Chelsea will be paying £5 million as a penalty for failing to register or sign Jadon Sancho on a permanent deal. Now, don't forget that Manchester United paid close to £73 million for Jadon Sancho in 2021. And that is why he is on a high-paying salary at Manchester United. However, Manchester United is not willing to keep Jadon Sancho, because Manchester United want to restructure their system in terms of offloading some players in order to get more cash in their coffers, to get more players to augment their team, because Manchester United being 15th is very bad on the Premier League table. Very bad. That's the worst performance Manchester United have ever had in their history. Yes. Manchester United decision is to sell Jadon Sancho. So what they are doing right now is that they are waiting for Jadon Sancho to come at the end of June in case no club has come to buy Jadon Sancho. And see, anytime you come there, they will carry and say, my brother, we are carrying you back. We are selling you off the market because you cannot be part of our club. That is what United, based on their decision to restructure their team. Chelsea are interested in Maignan. Maignan, that is the keeper of AC Milan. You could see that it seems Chelsea are trying to augment their team. Chelsea want to improve their squad in order to compete for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, which is happening in the United States of America. You understand what I'm saying? Featuring 32 teams. Yes, so Chelsea would want to go and bring that trophy back home. Therefore, they are on the market searching players because they have signed Liam Delap from Ipswich Town. They have signed another player called Isugu Seden. And now they are targeting Maignan from AC Milan. And Enzo Maresca seems to be a huge admirer of this goalkeeper. He sees him to be a target, a huge target in terms of this transfer window. Now, to the Chelsea fans, do you think it is necessary for Enzo Maresca to consider Maignan to come to Chelsea? What are some of the things that he has seen about this gentleman that it seems not everyone is seeing? So I would like us to look at the statistics between Maignan and Roberto Sanchez, who is currently at Chelsea. So when it comes to the shot stopping or ability to save, Maignan has 70%, as Sanchez has 76%. So when it comes to shot saving or stopping a shot, Sanchez is on top, ahead of Maignan. Now, when it comes to error that leads to goals or petty errors that no club will ever want in his team, Maignan is more reliable compared to Roberto Sanchez. He's not reliable at all. You cannot trust Roberto Sanchez when it comes to errors. No. That guy cannot even be trusted when you give your girlfriend. You say, let my girlfriend be with Roberto Sanchez. No. But that's just by the way, yes. When it comes to distribution of balls, 38% for Maignan and 23% for Roberto Sanchez. Obviously, you can see why Enzo Maresca is hoping that he can bring this guy back to Chelsea. Then when it comes to big match impact, Maignan is ahead of Roberto Sanchez. Leadership skills, obviously, if you know or if you are a follower of Chelsea and you try and follow Roberto Sanchez for a while, you realize that Sanchez is not a leader. He is not a leadership is a skill, and if you don't have it, in fact, it will cost you much. So when you look at Maignan, because he used to captain for AC Milan, Roberto Sanchez is not close in terms of leadership. It's not close, which is why Enzo Maresca is hoping that he will bring Maignan to Chelsea to bring competition. But it looks like Roberto Sanchez does not have competition. So there are certain things that he does. You think, this guy, is he really serious? Yes. That is why Enzo Maresca said he is going to bring another keeper to come and bring competition. So Maignan played 37 matches. He has 12 clean sheets. That is the domestic competition, not the nationwide. Roberto Sanchez has played 32 matches with 10 clean sheets. When it comes to clean sheets, Sanchez is doing very well, because comparing their matches played, 37 against 32, and Sanchez having 10 clean sheets as against 12 clean sheets for Maignan, I'll give it to Roberto Sanchez. But it is what it is. This is why Enzo Maresca is considering a move to bring Maignan to the Stamford Bridge. And finally, Bruno Fernandes has rejected a very crazy offer from the Saudi Pro League, which is the Al Hilal. So Al Hilal, at the beginning of the year, have been monitoring Bruno Fernandes. And no player or no football fan can tell me that Bruno Fernandes is not a high-class player. He is. I am not a Manchester United fan, but Bruno is a player that I would always vouch for. When it comes to assist, Bruno is top-notch. When it comes to pass, in terms of the accurate passes, Bruno Fernandes. When it comes to shots, Bruno Fernandes. When it comes to dribbling, in terms of swift and the high IQ capacity, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno is Bruno. Bruno is him. So this Saudi Pro League have monitored this guy and realized that Bruno can come and do something, because Ronaldo is there. Even though Ronaldo's contract has ended and we don't know the fate of Al Nassr in terms of Ronaldo's contract, whether he will extend or not. So Bruno has said so many things, and he said that no, he believes in Manchester United. He wants to stay, and it looks like the clubs, Manchester United is one of the big clubs in Europe, and obviously it's true that Manchester United is one of the big clubs in the English Premier League and even Europe. Despite the fact that they lost to Tottenham Hotspur in the Europa League, it does not mean that they are not a big club. Bruno Fernandes has finally cleared the air whether or not he is moving to Al Hilal. And this is what he said. I spoke to Amorim, that is his coach, Manchester United's manager. He asked me not to go. Manchester United didn't want to sell me, and they don't need the money. But if I had wanted to leave, they would have made it happen. So Bruno Fernandes is telling you that it is not about the money. Other than that, he would have moved to Saudi Pro League. Yes, if it is about money, he would have moved. But that is not it. He wants to play in the high class in terms of the European competition. That is where he sees himself. So yes, Manchester United fans, what are your thoughts? Is Bruno Fernandes making the right decision, or he's making the wrong decision? Are you happy for him staying, or you are not happy? Yes, let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. This is the Sports Vibe. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, and follow on all social media platforms. My name is Wizzy. Wizzy, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.